Welcome back to the Underdog Podcast. Today we have a Behind the Business. So we're going to be going over a few different topics. One is our most recent event that we just did this past weekend in Boston at the track, the New Balance track. And it was with AthletEX. That is athlete with an X at the end, in case you were interested and wanted to learn more about them. Basically, it's a social gathering for former college athletes and current college athletes, because I noticed there were some current college athletes there as well, from the local area, like a lot of Yale. I think I saw some Harvard too.
Yeah, there are a few Harvard kids.
But great event for like a social gathering, more of like a networking event. They do a workout, and then there's a bunch of vendors. We were one of the vendors there, obviously, giving out Underdog to participants and getting to interact with them and tell them about the product, hear about their story and their college athlete careers as well. And then the other is our launch of the Comeback Club, which we're super excited about. It's our new ambassador platform. It's an app. So basically, you can do all these sorts of missions as an ambassador to earn cash, rewards, and gift cards and free products and so on and so forth. But we're actually going to start off with a podcast question submission, and this is through the club app. So this is from Allison. She said, does Underdog taste like juice, seltzer, or more of a soda? I'll let you start with this one.
I'd say definitely not a juice. I would say it tastes, simply because it is carbonated. It tastes more like a seltzer, like seltzer water. I guess soda, in a sense that yes, it's flavored, but I'd say it's more like a seltzer. It's probably the best comparison out of those three. I'd say it's your like standard energy drink profile, in the sense that it's carbonated, it's 97% water, with your functional ingredients. So I'd say, yeah, it's most like a seltzer. What would you say?
Yeah, I would say it's between juice and seltzer, more towards seltzer, just because of like its low carbonation. And I think like even like we notice when we do samplings and stuff, when we have some samples out for a little bit long, or we have an open can that we're pouring the samples with, and it flattens out. At that point, it definitely tastes more
Yeah,
like a juice, I would say. But being on the lower carbonation level, I would say it's probably between juice and seltzer for
yeah.
me. But yeah, so if you guys want to earn some cash and also want to hear more Q&A on the podcast, be sure to check us out, club.co/underdog_brand. That's where our landing page is, where you can sign up to be an ambassador and get access to all these missions. So we're super excited about it. Hopefully we'll get more question submissions where we can run through some stuff on the podcast. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the event this past weekend. I didn't really know what to expect from it. I mean, we've done a bunch of events and samplings up to this point in time, and we've had some just fall flat on its face and others that have been a little more successful. I would say this was like one of our better ones.
Yeah, it was great. I think it was it was nice to like talk to people our own age, people of similar interests, similar background, like people we can relate to. I think we get so in the routine of doing the Hannaford samplings and trying to make our Hannaford launch a success, or continuing to make it a success. And if you're in a Hannaford, or any supermarket for that matter, your demographics typically older, especially, if you're in there in the evenings, like you have a lot of elder people. And to go to an event like this and be like all college athletes was great. It's people that understand the product, understand what we're trying to do. I think it was, you even said this weekend you had someone ask you what an energy drink was.
Oh
An
yeah, at
old lady.
Hannaford. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about
No, no, not
at
at Athlete.
AthletEX. I was like,
Sorry, bad. Yeah,
yeah,
at Hannaford,
yeah.
ask
I
you
was blown away.
what an energy drink is. So it kind of just puts it in perspective. But I thought it was great. I think the whole idea behind it, because obviously, we're in that position now too, like transitioning away from your college sport and more so a sport you've played your whole life, can be difficult. So I think something like that is super cool to connect people, all kind of going through the same thing, do a little workout, bring you together. Yeah, and then have people like us, other vendors and sponsors support. It's
Yeah,
great for us. It's great for them. Kind of adds value to each other. So I thought it was super cool, and the facility's awesome. Like we got to check it out a little
yeah,
bit. The New Balance, what would you say, like training facility?
yeah.
Essentially, okay, we were
Crazy.
at the track, but yeah, it's the New
4
Balances.
stories, I think it was. 4 levels.
Yeah, 4 floors,
Yeah.
and it was all like that's their track and field, um, like training center
Yeah.
sponsored by New Balance. Super cool. There's actually a girl back home I went to middle school with trying to go to the Olympics for track and field, and she says that's where Canada or Track and Field Canada has like their summer retreat is at the New
No
Balance facility
way.
in
Huh.
Boston. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally their headquarters, like New
Yeah,
Balance's headquarters. They had that like I wanted to go in and see that lab. I'm assuming they
yeah.
do a bunch of like research
It's
in
probably how they
there.
like develop their shoes or something. Like
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, but that place was crazy, crazy. I mean, we were just in the warm-up track area, and that was like pretty cool area.
yeah. And I was kind of blown away too. They said that New Balance produces now. Don't quote me. This could be wrong, but I want to say it was 40% of their shoes are still made in the U.S.,
I
which I
wouldn't be
was kind of
surprised.
surprised by.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most when you think of Nike, like Nike's got to be made overseas, right? I think I'm pretty
I'd
sure.
say the majority of shoes, running
As are
shoes,
most, and we've even seen that like manufacturing over there. Just from a business standpoint, like it makes more sense. Beverage is totally different, but like from a
food and beverage,
yeah,
yeah,
from like a fabrics, like anything regarding fabrics, like
styles.
yeah, way cheaper to do
Mhm.
overseas. So that's freaking. I didn't know that. If that's true, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
Mike, I think his name was saying that to us that they
Okay, yeah,
produced
yeah,
like X amount of their products still in the U.S. and they have two facilities in Vermont and a couple in Maine where they still
yeah,
like manufacture the shoes, which I had no idea. Like Maine, not a you don't think a whole lot
yeah, yeah.
goes on up here, but
Which I'd imagine like the tariffs and everything for companies like that, if they were mostly produced overseas, like that would
probably took a toll.
take a big hit. So I'm sure they made it a little better on the deal. But yeah. So I also the thing I wanted to say too about Charlie and Taylor, like very pretty similar to kind of like how we started. Like
Hmm.
they met through sports and stuff like that. They connected and like they both run athletics now. Both played pro soccer, I believe, overseas, or was it just one of them?
I know they both played soccer. I forget the exact
Yeah,
details, but
one of them definitely
regardless,
did.
yes,
And then
yeah,
Charlie, I think it was, is like she's actually like famous on TikTok. She's got like what 2 million likes or something.
yeah, something crazy.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, that like just back to what we were talking about. I think it's like having stuff like that. That there isn't much for college athletes,
Hmm.
especially when it comes to after sports. And like when you've dedicated your whole life, most people, especially in the main sports that play and hockey in particular, like if you play college hockey, you spent your whole life trying to get there.
Hmm.
For the most part, there's probably like a 0.0001% of people that started playing hockey late that ended up, you know, playing college hockey, but like low percentage. You know what I mean? For the most part, you're playing from when you're 4 or 5, maybe even younger,
Yeah, your
up to
whole
that point.
whole life. Like, I mean, even at the Division 3 level, like every single guy had to play juniors. Like
Yeah,
that's a 3 year life commitment just to get to that point.
yeah, and it's not even guaranteed you find a spot in college.
Hmm.
Like imagine that you play years in junior hockey trying to make it to that next level, and you just don't
Yeah.
you don't get that opportunity, and like that's the gamble you take. But anyways, I think it's great what they're doing. And I could see like the camaraderie, like everybody was getting along, like
Yeah.
everybody was in it together. And I think part of it is like that workout that they do in the beginning, and that's the concept of like
Building your community.
camaraderie
Yeah.
through suffering in a way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you think about, I mean, at least the best friendships and relationships I've ever had, the bond is strengthened through doing workouts, doing difficult things. You know what I mean? So I found that pretty interesting, and I'm sure they did it like that for that reason, or
Mm.
at least a contributing factor to it, anyways.
Yeah. No, I thought it was awesome. Like I said, it was great for us on a personal standpoint from the brand. Like to be able to get cans in hands, have the new cooler there, like
That I was just gonna say,
it was it
big
was
sweet.
cool. It was great, and we got club launched. You got club launched literally that morning
Yeah,
slash the night before, um, which was great because those are the types of people that we want a
yeah,
part of the community. Those are the types of people we want in our club, completing the missions, interacting with others on social media, and ultimately building our community. So it was perfect for that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then we have the next one in a week and a half now
New York.
in New York.
Yeah,
That one
so
will be cool too because we have the cold plunges,
yeah,
like workout, and then cold plunges
might be
there.
getting some Nike swimsuits, right?
Yeah, yeah. Nike Swim sponsoring it. That'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so that's awesome. We're super stoked about that. And like Dylan was saying, I think that's a good segue into our new ambassador app that we have. And like you said, like we were really kind of sprinting trying to launch that before we went to this event because it was a good opportunity to introduce that to that kind of an audience. And I mean, so far so good. We launched it Saturday morning, or was that Sunday?
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, and we have like we're closing in on 200 followers now on the app, which is pretty cool. I mean, we're trying to transition everybody over from our previous platform to Club, just because it's way more user friendly. One, two, it's like we can engage
Mm-hmm.
both ways. They can engage with us, we can engage with them, sending push notifications, sending out new like interesting missions, like unique missions where, I think a good example is like the challenge, the fitness challenge, like post to your story a fitness challenge. I think the example we have on there is like 100 push-ups
Mm-hmm.
and tag 3 friends and tag us and put it on your story, and like you get cash on however many views you get on stuff like that, and it's all through the app. So it's a great way for our ambassadors to earn money, and at the same time for us to get valuable content that we can use on our own page, which is something that we've been trying to do
Mm-hmm.
from a few different angles at this point.
Yeah, and I think that was the problem with promoting like the previous um, affiliate program. Like we lacked that ability to communicate with them, so there was
Yeah,
kind of no communication. And like we tried to add as much value as we could. We'd send them the welcome pack, have the little flyers, make them feel a part of it. Um, and it was good, but there was nothing that tied them to it, and there was nothing like there was no.
there's like a disconnect.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's kind of like foreign, like here you go kind of thing, and
yeah,
then do what you want with it. There was no commitment to it. Where the app, it's like its own social platform
yeah.
essentially, social media, obviously linking your TikToks and Instagrams together. But yeah, it creates an actual community where and people can interact with each other. Where like yeah, great, I'll promote, but there was no community. We tried with the close friends on Instagram to do that. Like it wasn't there, and this is kind of the solution for it. So it should be good. And I think another piece of it is like the program, the app itself is young. Like other
Yeah.
brands are just getting on. Like Celsius is massive, and they just got on Club. Like it's gonna become. Look at all these brands that have affiliate programs or ambassador programs. Everyone has it. Like just
Yeah.
look in the supplement space. Bucked Up, Jocko, First Form. Everyone's looking for ambassadors. They always want ambassadors. And if a brand like Celsius is just getting on Club and they're growing the way they are, next week it'll be Jocko. Next week it'll be
Yeah.
First Form, and there'll be other big brands that are taking advantage of Club. And the beauty of it is once you have the app, you can view other brands and be a
Hmm.
part of their club too. So it kind of grows. Like not only is our community going to grow, but club's engagement and involvement from a user
They'll just
perspective is
keep
going to grow.
expanding their
Yeah,
audience,
which
which
is
is
good for
beneficial
us.
for us too. Like you can look at it from two different standpoints. Like one, like they get access to other brands, so
Mm-hmm.
they might transition over there, over here. But like the bigger the audience base is on Club, the more people that will likely. I would say most of our people that we have following us now are current Club users.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I would
And now
agree.
we're trying to filter in our current community that we have through posting on social media, email campaigns, ad campaigns, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
which will be good. I think, if we can, eh, and I think this is a good opportunity for us to find a unique way to push ourselves on Club.
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of like following the traditional kind of like content creation when you think about it, like somebody creates a new trend, like okay, how can we leverage Club to make it like I got to get on Club and see what Underdog's putting out there today for a mission or a
Yeah.
wall post or whatever it might be. Um because I think that's what'll keep people coming back is like, oh, the last one I did was so fun. That challenge I did, or I earned X amount of dollars from posting the unboxing video or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I mean, Celsius, I think they launched a few weeks ago. I remember when I first started talking to our account manager that we currently have now, but weeks back when we first started, playing with the conversation of launching on Club, and Celsius had like 3,000 something followers, and now they have over 7,000, closing in on 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
And now they launched in like 6 different countries because it was working for them. And UGC content is the best way to grow the brand, as we've seen. It's like the new version of word of mouth
Mm-hmm.
marketing, I feel like,
Yeah.
or a more like techie word of mouth marketing through social media.
Yeah.
And we're already starting to get it. Like people are reposting stuff and submitting podcast questions. Like that was cool. Like that was that was when we launched it live just to see what it would look like and if everything was working properly. And somebody like submitted a question like right away.
Yeah,
That was
which is
funny.
awesome. And like we're up basically 50 followers in a week,
Yeah,
which is great. But yeah, the whole platform's super cool. I think once people get more familiar with it and once they've seen Club before, it'll be easier. I think it can be easy to kind of see us on Club and be like, what is this foreign program type of thing? But
yeah,
once people get more accustomed to Club and some of the other brands on it and start taking advantage of it, it'll be good. But it integrates everything so smoothly. We can add value. We're able to keep track of commissions and you know distribute gift cards or cash, whatever it may be, like so efficiently. It's all housed within the app, which is super cool.
yeah. And you can create these cool like segments from our standpoint. So say Dylan's bringing in $10,000 a month for the brand on Club, and he's getting $2,000 in his pocket from doing certain content creation things. Like he's a top revenue driver, so we can put him into a segment where we give them access to unique missions where maybe it's higher cash rewards or a certain mission because they're good at content creation,
Mm.
that's a little bit more advanced from other people and what they would do. So there's a lot of different ways that we can kind of grow into it and make our mold per se.
Yeah.
Like we've already segmented the college athletes, so we're starting to filter people into there. So like right now we have the standard affiliate program, which is just all fitness goers, people who go to the gym, interested in healthy lifestyle. We have the college athlete program, and then the Underdog Heroes Club, and basically we're segmenting that on Club so we can do specific things like for the college athletes, like gift an underdog to a teammate and get their reaction and post that to their stories. So like we're gonna start playing around with stuff like that. And on the hero side of things, like if it's a first responder or fireman or something like that, post a picture of underdog with your engine, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, or something like that. Like, so it'll be cool. See how it rolls out over the next few weeks. But like I said before, if you're interested in joining that, our page to join is club.co/underdog_brand. And then we'll review your application as soon as we can. But there's still a few missions that you can do even before you become an official ambassador, as long as you're following us. So be sure to check that out. Anything else you wanna talk about?
I don't think so on the club perspective.
Yeah,
Excited to get down to New York for the next event and again, hopefully kind of continue to build the community. It should be a good one. It's a place they've hosted before. Like it should have a
yeah,
good turnout. So it'll be good.
yeah. And we're planning on doing a man on the streets in New York too. So
Yes.
that'll be interesting. We did one in Boston a couple weeks ago. We broke that down on a recent episode. Um, so New York will be probably a totally different beast if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And are we
uh,
doing that on the same day we're going to Northwell with Gorms
maybe. Yeah, because I'm trying to.
on the Monday?
Yeah, probably something like that. We got a little window there of time. Um, but yeah, so like I said, check out our new ambassador app, club.co/underdog_brand. You even get rewards for following us on social media. How about that? So be sure to check
Yeah.
it out.
Right out of Joey's paycheck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, what was that content piece that Libby was talking about the other day? Or no, you were talking about it. Um, Something
What?
about owners or founders. I'm trying to think of like I don't remember what the context was. You were going to show me a video,
Just gonna show you a
and it was
video.
something about employee of the month.
Oh, Joey's employee. Yes, that's an exciting announcement we have actually. So we have a tie for Employee of the Month. Joey and I both won it this month. Employee of the Month. Yeah, and our boss, we'll leave his name out of it, but he's funding a all-inclusive vacation to 380 US 1 in
Yeah,
Falmouth, and we get to be here from Monday to Friday.
yeah. Wow, that's freaking awesome.
So congrats,
That guy's the man.
employee of the month.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
congratulations. All right, we appreciate you guys for listening. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at underdog_brand. Check out our new ambassador app, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the next episode.